Image. How about slavery by another name, convict leasing? So they kept locking us up and putting us on in the coal mine, building up the coal industry. They put us in. We built up the steel company, the steel industry. So we were never able to benefit from our own income because they kept locking us up for laws like vagrancy, illiteracy tests, things like that. Any excuse to rent us out to a company to build up that company, and that was the South. And so it's don't worry, we're gonna touch on all of that. All right. So he's kind of wasting my time here. All right. So let's go here now. So that's out. Let's go here.
Citizenship, or we are fighting hard to get birthright citizenship or automatic citizenship for the children of illegal aliens. That's another way. It's automatic citizenship for children of illegal aliens. That's the other term that they use, which is actually more accurate, more understandable. And it's ridiculous. We're the only country that has it, and certainly the only country that has it to that extent. And it wasn't meant, if you look, it was really meant for children of slaves. This is when it happened. The children of slaves, it was not meant for everyone to come into our country by airplane or charging across the borders from all over the world and think they're going to become citizens. It's not meant for that. It wasn't meant for that. And hopefully at some point the courts will understand that without having to go through a whole big deal. This was meant for the children of slaves. And look at the timing of it and you'll see. And I hope judges will understand that. And it has to stop because it's really hurting our country very bad.
All right. So who agree with that? Yeah, this is our president right here. Yeah, we haven't heard a president call us out by name for a positive thing since like Abe Lincoln. All right. Hey, Stu Pease.
I'm here.
All right, so let's get to it. So how did Garvey get here? Did he get here legally or illegally to this country?
He was invited by by what's his name? The one
You talking about W. Du Bois, but this is the question.
Not W. Du Bois invited him.
Right,
What's the other one?
But here's the question. Right, but
just stop interrupting me. Ask my question.
You answered already. You Philip Randolph, right? See, I know the names, but anyway. So let's go further. Let's go further. Now he was invited, but the question was, how did he get over here, legally or illegally?
It wasn't illegal at the time. At the time, to get over, you need to be invited by a citizen. So he was invited.
No. Yeah, so y'all heard me turn my volume up. And so y'all heard that very clear. Like, yeah, listen, as you guys know by now, Stu P just makes stuff up. Like he told what did he say? He said there's no pictures of Dr. King and Lyndon Baines Johnson shaking hands. And then when the picture was shown, he moved the goalpost to say, what about Robert F. Kennedy? And then when they kept showing Robert F. Kennedy and Dr. King together, like friends, that meant nothing. He needs to see them shaking hands. It's like, what are you trying to prove? But you first said there was no picture of Lyndon Baines Johnson and Dr. King shaking hands. And when that was shown, he started to remix his position. So we're doing a recap. Right? This debate already happened. I'm playing over with a little recap, but he likes to lie a lot. So he said Marcus Garvey was invited over here. And when you get an invitation, you don't need a visa. So one more time. The question was, how did he get over here, legally or illegally?
It wasn't illegal at the time. At the time, to get over, you need to be invited by a citizen. So he was invited. No. So it was not illegal. He was not illegal. He was invited. He got an invitational letter.
So he got an invitational letter. Yo, he just made that up. That's why I just want one honest conversation with somebody from the continent of Africa or the Caribbean, or even the white supremacists. I just want one honest conversation about history. Let's just be honest. So he said an invitation alone can get an immigrant over here. So did he get a visa? Did he get a visa? Like, how did? Okay.
There was no visa requirement at the time. More than the invitation and letter, and then you came.
Okay, one more time. He said there was no visa requirement at the time. Okay,
there was no visa requirement at the time. More than
all
you
right,
got
okay,
invitation and letter, and then you
okay.
came.
No. Listen, bro. We're talking about Europeans. The northern. All right, so let's stop that right now. So let's fact check that lie right now. Okay, so we got no. An American citizen cannot simply invite an immigrant to come to the United States without a visa. Here's why. Visa requirements, he said there wasn't one at the time. The United States requires most foreign nationals to obtain a visa before entering the country, whether for tourism, work, study, or immigration. Purpose of a visa. A visa is a document issued by a U.S. embassy or consulate that allows a foreign national to travel to the U.S. and request entry at a port of entry, airport, border, crossing, etc. It does not guarantee entry, but it's a necessary first step. You need this, and it doesn't even guarantee entry. Immigration laws. U.S. immigration laws are complex and designed to control who can enter and stay in the country. Bypassing these laws can have serious consequences, just as those being arrested by ICE. There's no way around this. What an American citizen can do. While an American citizen can't directly invite someone to come to the U.S. without a visa, they can play a role in the immigration process. They can't directly invite someone to the U.S. What is this guy talking about? Yeah, we're gonna fact check today. Just making stuff up on the fly. I told you, guys don't want to have a conversation for to be right. They don't want to have a conversation to be correct or to be right. They want to have a conversation to win. They want to look like they won, whether it's lying or gotcha moments, aha moments, ambush scholarship. They just want to win. They don't want to be correct or right. I don't want to win. I want to be correct and right. That's why sometimes I'll debate or have a conversation with somebody, and let's say I give you vague information. Well, the next live, you best believe I'm going to touch on that. I'm going to research, do a touch up, and come back with more information. That's why whatever the said topic is, every time I come back in front of you guys, I know more and more and more. And you're going to find out later tonight when I go live on FBA Defensive Unit. Southern Europe, Eastern Europe, and Western Europe, all of them came over here. They got checked for diseases. They took a literacy test. They got examined like hell before they was invited to this country. Nobody got in this country without screening.
Garvey didn't have permanent residence in the United
But it
States.
doesn't matter. Look, listen, bro.
But he was not. He did not come here illegally. He was invited,
Okay.
and at
So
that
he got
time you
now.
had no limitation.
Hold
You
on.
had no limitation on stay.
Okay, but listen what I'm saying though, because you're talking over me. You're just talking around what I'm saying. I'm saying anybody get in this country, they went through screening. You cannot bring diseases over here.
Are you saying that Garvey got in here illegally? That
I'm
Garvey came
asking.
illegal?
Look, okay, he's flipped the question
No,
back on
I'm
me.
asking a question.
Okay,
No, you
yeah,
asked the
you
question, and I
can't.
told you that he was
Right.
invited. So
Okay, but
you're
but
implying.
okay.
Are you saying that Garvey came here illegally?
Look, no, don't flip it back on me. I'm at because I said you don't know more garbage than me. I'm gonna prove it. So I was asking you a question because you said,
The first thing you
hold
did
on.
is lie. You lie on Garvey that he came here illegally.
No,
And he
no.
did not.
I asked you the question because I know you don't know
And
Garvey. Okay.
I answered it.
So
Answered
just
it.
say
And
you don't. So do you? So no,
I said,
you said he got invited,
no.
but
He got
bro,
an invitation
I can.
to come to
Okay,
the.
wait. How does W. Du Bois? Whoa, whoa, whoa. How does
It
W. Du
wasn't
Bois?
it wasn't W. Du Bois.
No. You talking Booker T. You talking Booker T. Washington, right?
Yeah, Booker T. Washington sent
Okay.
him an
Okay.
invitation
Cool.
and wanted to come
Okay.
to
Now
America.
watch this.
And
Watch
he
this.
came based on that.
Okay. So how does Booker T. Washington got pulled to just invite someone over here and avoid the screening when the American government when they invited all these Irish people, these Germans, they all got screened.
No. Because the problem with you is that you as a person who's a citizen of the United States of America, you do not understand the American immigration system.
Which I just explained that on the live at the time, and I just sourced up. But now let's kill this narrative that Booker T. Washington invited Marcus Garvey over here. Marcus Garvey was a fan of Booker T. Washington. He was a fan, he's a fan. Okay, listen to what really happened.
Marcus Garvey came to America for a few key reasons. To meet Booker T. Washington, Garvey greatly admired Booker T. Washington, a prominent African-American leader and educator. He initially intended to visit the United States to meet Washington and learn from his work at the Tuskegee Institute. However, Washington passed away before Garvey arrived.
All right, so where in there did you hear something about an invitation? All right, but it wouldn't even matter. Like, he just makes stuff up. How about this? Yeah, so he just makes stuff up. Like, where in there did you read that there was an invitation? So he lied so much, we don't know what's truth or false. So all we know is that Marcus Garvey was a fan of Booker T. Washington. He wanted to meet him. He came over here somehow to meet him. Okay, and we'll discuss that later.
Back in the day, a president or a citizen of America could write a letter of invitation inviting somebody to come to visit them in the United States.
So we know that's a
This
lie.
persisted
So they
upon
can
the
avoid.
very-
Okay, so based on the invitation, they can avoid the screening process.
because he was not coming here as a refugee as those
Okay,
who
but
came in Ellis
still,
Island.
so they're
Two
able. Okay,
different things.
cool.
No,
Okay,
still, you do not understand. First, admit that you do
all
not
right,
understand
okay,
immigration.
all right, okay. Mute you. See, this is what I knew he's gonna do. So again, he tried to pull an intimidation act. He tried to hustle me. He tried to act like he knew what he's talking about. I was wrong, and now he want me to admit that I'm wrong when I knew I wasn't wrong. So I know I'm not wrong. That's why I was not going to cave into that. Do this, okay? Listen, wealthy Europeans. They call them.
That has nothing to do with it. That
Okay.
has nothing.
No. You're not going to talk over me. Okay? 'Cause once I drop you, you
No,
can't
because
come
you
back to
talk
the link. Okay. Once I drop you,
every time.
I'm trying to
You
have a
can't drop.
conversation. So once I
You're not
drop you
having
from
a
the
conversation.
okay, so look, so he's now this is called bowing out. Because he knows once if he calls in, he can talk as long as he won't even call back. Okay, just one more time. One more time for the road.
While an American citizen can't directly invite someone to come to the U.S. without a visa, they can play a role in the immigration process.
Here you go. Cannot do it. Stupides, you're lying again. Like, you're being known as a liar across these YouTube spaces. Like, you're killing your credibility, my boy. But if you click the link and I kick you off, you cannot click the link back again until the stream
No,
is over.
I'm not.
Okay, so first of all, we're not equal here. All right? It's my show and you're a guest.
But you're lying.
Okay, so now we didn't get to the line yet. Nobody made a claim yet. You didn't answer the question. So you're telling me because Booker T. Washington wrote a letter for Marcus Garvey that this guy was able to avoid the screening process, which every European high status and everything had to be screened. That whole ship from Europe to here, they had first, second, and third class. The first class was rich as shit. And they came over here, they got screened. But Marcus Garvey, he's going to avoid the screening process. All right, but go ahead, finish. I give you 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Not all Europeans came over on Ellis Island. Would you agree or disagree on that? That's 5 seconds. That's the question. The answer to that question is no. That people came here outside of Ellis Island. Ellis Island was for those people who were refugees, who were seeking asylum.
No.
No, stop talking. I'm 20 seconds.
No, you can't tell me to stop talking on my damn show. No, everybody come as a refugee. What are you talking about?
That's not true. That's not true. I got 20 seconds and you cut me off.
Wait, because you're the liar. So you're telling me all the Europeans were refugees?
Those who came at Ellis Island.
They were all refugees? You're a liar. You don't know history. You're a liar.
Okay.
You're a liar. You're a liar. How you a refugee coming over here rich as hell? These Europeans came over here rich.
Those persons didn't come at Ellis Island.
They did. Okay. So if I play a video right now, are you gonna say you're dumb? So if I play a video right now on Ellis Island and who came over here, are you gonna say you're dumb when they say wealthy people? Or are you gonna say you're dumb? No. The question is, if I play a video right now And it said, well, let's just read it. Okay. Again, this guy just be lying. This guy be lying. He said they were refugees. Okay. He said all of them. Keep in mind what he said. He said they all were. I'm saying they all weren't.
No, not all immigrants who traveled to Ellis Island were refugees. While some were fleeing persecution or hardship, many came to the United States for a variety of reasons, including
Economic opportunity, family reunification, escape poverty, and personal reasons. Okay. So you had people, look, curiosity, desire. You had people who had money already. So this dude is just lying. He said they came as refugees, and I'm catching them. Like he's trying to test the waters. He's trying to see what I know and don't know. So he's trying to see what do I let slide. No, none of that stuff gonna slide. As wealthy people were first class because they had first class, second class, and third class. If the video says that there were first class wealthy people on the boat on the ship, are you gonna say you're dumb?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
That's
Did
a
the
you
British
asked me a
people?
question back.
No. No, I can't ask you a question. Let me ask you a question
You
first
didn't
before you
answer
answer that
mine.
question. All immigrants come through Ellis Island. And you say that
No,
all
no,
persons
no, no, no.
relative to
Now, when did I ever? I'm giving you a
come to
time.
Ellis Island.
I'm giving you a
Did
time
Garvey?
stamp. Okay.
Did Ga-
So he keeps talking. The reason why I'm giving you Ellis Island because that's around the time Garvey came over here. I'm not talking about what the white boy
but
talked
he
about
did
earlier.
not come through Ellis Island.
I know he didn't. I'm giving you a time reference. I know he came. He came when they had the restrictive laws. Do you know about the restrictive laws, by the way? You can mute yourself. Do you know about the restrictive laws? Hello,
No,
mute yourself.
before
No, no, no,
before
no. We're not doing that because you've been on
are
the
we doing the 20 second, 20 second?
Okay. Well, we can't
Are
because you've
we
been
doing the
here. Look, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room in a second
are we doing the
because you've been here and
because
we got nothing done
you
so
are
far. I
ahead
thought you was gonna come on here
because you're
and
getting
okay, we need put him in the waiting room. Yeah, I put him in the waiting room. I ain't kick him off. Put him in the waiting room. Okay, I invited him on here to first of all be a guest. You're not a co-host. You're a guest, and he's talking like we're even on my platform. You're a guest. Okay, you're gonna answer my questions, which you didn't do. I asked you simply, did Marcus Garvey get screened? You never answered that because I said you don't know Garvey and you didn't even know it was Booker T. Washington. Okay, you don't know FBA history. So then I go to so now we're like just throwing shit at each other at this point. I want to get back on Garvey. Let me get him back in. Let me get him back in. Let me get him back in. All right. So look. So now I'm gonna
no
ask you if no no.
are
Okay.
we
So he's gonna tell me no no no.
are we agree
Bro,
on 20 second?
I got a show. You interrupted
Are we
my show.
agree?
No,
No,
we're not
are
doing
you
it. You gonna go back in the
no
waiting room. Hey dude.
do
I gotta
that
do it. I got okay.
because
All
you're
right,
dick.
okay.
You're sucking dick.
All right, go back in the waiting room.
I'm in here. I'm in here, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? I'm in here. What's going on? It is Tariq in the building. Glad to have everybody.
All right, so this Tether does not want to talk about Garvey. And that's why he's doing everything under the sun. Because he knows he doesn't know Garvey. I'm gonna cook him in front of all y'all. I'm not Jamaican, I'm not Tether. He is. And I know more Garvey than he does. Okay, and this is why he won't have a civil conversation. He come over here and try to dictate what we're gonna talk about. I asked you a flat out question. How did he get here? Legally, illegally? Oh. Okay, so let's look at it. Because see, the thing is, if he came over here with a visa, it would be documented. So we could just ask Google, right? But look what Google says about this guy. Why is this guy a mystery, man? Yo, listen, guys, gals, never trust somebody who's a mystery. Got a lot of mystery people online right now. Look at this. This guy's a mystery.
Marcus Garvey first traveled to the United States in 1916. While the exact mode of transportation isn't widely documented, it's likely he traveled by ship, as this was the most common way to travel long distances at that time.
Why there's no record of this guy? Like where we could just say, hey, this what happened, visa here, this date here. It's why is this guy? Why is it all speculative? So everybody else has back to the 1100s. Everybody else you can document. You know, it's funny. Ironically, like an illegal immigrant, he isn't documented. Okay, so that's the one thing about Garvey. Whether he had a visa or not, the fact that he's like nobody really knows because he's undocumented, doesn't he share that with an illegal immigrant? Aren't they undocumented? And Garvey's past is undocumented, how he got here. Like everybody else, you can just say, hey, they had a visa, they came this way, they came that. Everybody else, every other Caribbean immigrant, you can say, hey, he came this way, that way. Marcus Garvey is straight just a mystery. And we love mystery people, mysterious people. We love people we don't know, like a brother Polite. Nobody just make up stories. We just love those guys. But people like me who's completely transparent, got real friends in real time, people can vouch for. I don't know about him. But these questionable guys are hilarious, yeah. Booker T. Washington invited him. So he came over here. So did he get screened? The reason why I asked that question, because everybody that got screened, there's documentation for them. So I can show you a Caribbean family who found like their great grandfather that came on Ellis Island because he was documented. So if Marcus Garvey came, he's saying he didn't come on Ellis Island. He on the ship. He's saying he came a different way. I would love to know that. Like what? Like, dude, that costs money. What ship did you come over here on? And it got to be documented. And did you get screened? Because part of the screening was not just medical. Part of the screening, you had to be literate. Like they wanted smart folks in this land. They didn't want the burden of society over here. They wanted smart people over here. People got turned around, by the way, for being dumb. Guess what? A lot of Europeans came with prostitutes, prostitute women. They got turned around. They're gonna ask me the occupation. She's gonna say prostitution. Get the hell out. Okay, but he's not interested in having a conversation. He's talking over me when I just got a few questions for the dude. Answer my few questions. I got about maybe 5, 6 questions. You answer those, you can talk for 5 minutes. I'm gonna invite him back on, but if he start wolfing again, I gotta get him out of here.
In here, what's going on with you guys? If you got
Okay, so now I got questions for you. You're interrupting my show. I got a program here, and you're interrupting me to have a conversation. So let's have a conversation the way I want to do it. Okay, so Marcus Garvey. Did he do you know what A. Philip Randolph is? If you don't, it's okay. Do you know what A. Philip Randolph is? 2 P's?
No, no.
Okay, so
Who's
so
A?
A. Philip Randolph is his name is just as big as W. Du Bois. Okay, so he was an immigration restrictionist. Okay, he's FBA restrictionist. That means he didn't want any immigrants over here. He didn't want Germans, Italians, West Indies, and he said it by name. Okay, so he was the one that led the campaign, Garvey Must Go. Because when he seen Garvey come over here and meet with the Klan, which was a big no-no in FBA history, you don't meet with the Klan. The Klan was our #1 ops. They terrorized the shit out of us. That's like a Jewish person meeting with the Nazi party. Like you don't meet with the Klan. So when he met with the Klan, that's when FBA started questioning his nationality. Like, yo, where he from? Kind of what we do now. Like, yo, where he from? So he launched the campaign, Garvey Must Go. And they called for his deportation, by the way. But so he had FBA's not rocking with him because of that. Now, let me ask you this. Garvey was locked up for fraudulent stocks, right?
No, Garvey was locked up for mail fraud.
Right. But did it have something to do with stocks?
Garvey was locked up for mail fraud.
Okay, let me ask you this then.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's go to that question I asked him. I asked him, did Marcus Garvey get locked up for selling stocks? Okay. He said, one more time, let me back it up.
Garvey was locked up for mail fraud.
That's right.
Listen.
He was locked up for stock rocking with him because of that. Now, let me ask you this. Garvey was locked up for fraudulent stocks, right?
No, Garvey was locked up for mail fraud.
Okay, so watch this. AI, Was Garvey locked up for selling stocks?
No, the stocks of Marcus Garvey's shipping company, the Black Star Line, were not backed by the government. In fact, Garvey was convicted of mail fraud for selling stock in the company.
So the original question, it said no because the original question was Garvey stocks backed by the federal government or backed by government? So that's why I said no. All right. So now, watch this. So the question I'm gonna ask two P's was he locked up for selling fraudulent stocks?
Garvey was locked up for fraudulent stocks, right?
No, Garvey was locked up for mail fraud.
Okay. So what now? Watch AI. Who's right? Who's wrong?
Fact, Garvey was convicted of mail fraud for selling stock in the company. Marcus Garvey was a political activist and leader.
Okay, but yeah, these guys be trying me. Just because you're Jamaican doesn't mean you know more Garvey than me. Stupees just be Jamaican stuff up.
Right. But did it have something to do with stocks?
Garvey was locked up for mail fraud.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Did he sell stocks?
Garvey was locked up for mail fraud.
No, okay, pass. Okay, let's not do it to lock up. Did he sell stocks to FBAs? Yes or no?
Garvey sells stocks to the Black Star Line now.
Okay, now
But
was his stocks? Okay, cool.
He was not locked up for stock. He was locked up
Okay.
for mail fraud.
Okay, don't worry. We'll look into that. All right. So now, was his stocks licensed? Was his stocks licensed and registered?
Look at him.
No, I don't want to lie. At that time, I don't remember. I can't answer that question.
Okay,
I don't
no,
remember, but
no.
I don't remember if all stocks were licensed and
Yeah, yes, they
registered
were.
at
Yes,
that.
yes, they were because they
Yeah,
all.
why see how much he lies? We talked about Garvey immigration status and visas. All of a sudden, I don't think visa was for all immigrants, and it clearly was. Now when it comes to Garvey, he's bending all the rules. Like, I don't know if visas were for everybody. Now, all of a sudden, I don't know if all stocks had to be licensed and registered and backed by the government.
Part of the
No,
exchange
they were
market. Okay, this
They were
guy.
not.
Listen. Stocks were part of the exchange market. Yeah, the New York Stock Exchange. That was around at that time. Okay, now watch this. Watch this. Now, all
People at
stocks.
that time, can I rebut that?
Go ahead.
Please, people were selling shares in gold mines at that time were not licensed and registered. So not all
No.
stocks during that time was licensed and registered.
Okay, now that was the dumbest argument you can make. Stocks are called like stocks. You could say is money. You're supposed to be able to liquidate stocks for some type of value, some type of money system. This guy used gold and silver, which is money itself. Like, how can you liquidate gold? Gold is gold, silver is silver. Like they are. It's currency. Gold and silver. That is actual currency. So his reaching. Oh no, the gold was on. What are you talking about, man?
Okay,
But
well, you go get that. Okay, you go get that and provide that. But what I'm gonna tell you is this. Look, Garvey. Did watch this? Did Garvey offer stock certificates?
Garvey offered shares in the Black Star Line.
I know. And then when you bought the shares, did he give you a stock certificate?
He gave you a certificate for the shares that you bought.
Right. So okay. When you offer a stock certificate, your stock's got to be licensed and registered. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Was his stocks protected by a body of government? Because all money is FDIC, stock market is protected by the government. Was his stocks backed by the government, protected?
Prior to 1930, when the Great Depression and the Great Crash occurred, most stocks in the United States were never protected by
All right. Okay.
any organization. Go and research stocks and bonds.
Okay. Cool.
And go and
Okay.
research the Great Crash of the 1930s.
Okay. Cool. Now watch this. Now you said he sold stocks for the Black Star Line shit, right?
He sells shares in the Black Star Line.
It's the same. Stocks and shares the same thing, bro. It's the same
You
thing.
can call them anything you want to call them.
No.
Mhm.
Listen, bro. This is financial. This is finances 101.
All right, Investopedia. Can you use stocks and shares interchangeably?
Units of stock are called shares.
Yo, this guy, I'm just the wrong guy. I'm like Thanos, man. I've researched too much. I know about stocks. I know about this. I know history. I know about science. I know just too much, man. Big Bang, like you can't really shake me down. Y'all watch that Chinese movie Shaw Brothers Invincible? They're trying to find his weakness. They're hitting him in all type of parts of his body, trying to find his weakness. They couldn't do it to the end of the movie. That's like me. He's trying to find where I'm weak at, and I'm just killing him. Dude, stocks and shares are used interchangeably, my boy.
Security and shares are interchangeable. Okay,
No, they are
they're
not.
entertained.
Not,
Okay, all right.
not in
This
the 20s.
okay. So now
Not in
watch
the
this.
20s.
Yes.
Okay, so he said no, they're not. So one more time. What are stocks also called? Investopedia. This is why I be trying to spare these guys. Like, yo, you're not ready, man. Matter of fact, let me just share my screen. You see it yourself. Units of stock are called shares. What is he talking about? People use stocks and shares interchangeably. It's okay.
Stop. Okay, whatever. Now watch this. Did he sell shares? Okay, let's use your word. Did he sell shares for the Orion ship?
I don't know. Educate me. I said I don't
Okay.
know. Educate.
All right, so let AI read it.
In January 1922, Garvey was arrested and charged with mail fraud for having advertised the sale of stocks in a ship, the Orion, which the Black Star Line did not yet own.
So he didn't even own the ship yet. So you clearly heard AI say because he locked up for mail fraud because he advertised the sale of stocks. So this stupid guy keep acting like mail fraud has nothing to do with stocks. So he was selling stocks to a ship he did not own. Okay, and J. Edgar Hoover said, "Gotcha, bitch."
Yes,
Because you're
he
jumping
did.
all over the
Oh,
place.
no. I'm showing
No,
you
that's what
something.
you do.
Okay, no.
Okay, what
Okay,
you
relax.
do?
Okay, you don't know, so let me fill you in. Anybody can Google this. Google is at everybody's hand right now. Garvey sold stocks to the Orion ship that he did not own. That's called fraud. That's called scamming. He did not own the Orion ship, but he passed out five like he did. He showed beautiful pictures of it. And he never owned it. And he sold shares, his word, he sold shares, the FBA's, on the beliefs that he owned this ship prior. And that's what made J. Edgar Hoover start looking at him. That right there is what got the odds of the FBI on. Okay, now, Stu Pease, why didn't Garvey go to the South where there's 20 million black folks? Why did he go to the North where there was like 300,000 of us?
No, what you need to do is Google the UNIA in the South. Garvey was in the North, yes, but so was
Yeah,
Louis
right.
Farrakhan. So
Hey,
was many persons
hold
in
on,
the North.
hold on.
But the
I'm
money
talking about
that
I'm talking
started
about
the
Garvey
Garvey,
right now.
Garvey went to the South. No, but you're acting as if people establishing the base in the North is a problem. That's what you're implying.
Yes,
That
okay.
people who establish a base in the North in a more secure area would be a problem.
It
Any
is.
smart person will tell you that you establish your base in a stronghold where you're protected and you move out from there. But you're acting as if that's not what everybody was doing. Everybody established in the North because the North was safer.
All right,
And
so
then
yeah,
they moved
exactly. Safer.
the
He's safe.
UNIA.
But we're in the
Was
South
the
where it's unsafe.
UNIA in the South? Did you
I don't know
Google
where.
that?
Okay, look. If it was okay, now
Did
watch
you
this.
Google that?
No, I don't need to because it's irrelevant. But let me ask you this: Did
Yes, it was.
he?
The United
Because
Negro.
most okay. The reason why I don't gotta Google that because most of his work was in the North, was not in the South. And guess what? When he went to the South, did he meet with the Klan Sufis?
Yes, Garvey meet with the clan, but again, let's get back to that. The UNIA was also in the
Okay,
South. And the
okay.
UNIA was Garvey organization. So the organization was also in the South.
So why
You
did he
can
meet with the
Google
Klan? Okay, fine. So why did he meet with the Klan?
because Garvey was about separation. Garvey was about Africa for the Africans. Garvey was about people going back to Africa. And the Klan was also about the same thing. So he met with the Klan because they had similar thinking.
Okay, so let's read it. Yeah, AI. Why did he meet with the Klan?
Though their ideologies were rooted in hate and oppression, both Garvey and the KKK saw segregation as a way to achieve their respective goals. Garvey likely believed that by meeting with the KKK, he could gain support for his Back to Africa movement and further his cause of Black self-determination.
How the hell meeting with the Klan can bring support for your Back to Africa movement? Keep in mind, Stupees and this right here just says segregation, segregation. Yeah, do y'all know that's how white America locked us out of wealth? Segregation, segregation, segregation. So when they started to provide home loan acts, they segregated us from it. When they wanted to do the redlining, you know, bank loans and things like that, we were segregated. So the wealth gap happened because of segregation. They didn't want us in their middle class areas. They wanted us to be segregated in the poor slums. All right. So that is why, and that's how we were locked out of the wealth gap. It was through segregation. That's why the Civil Rights March was opposed to segregation. But ironically, Marcus Garvey, just like the Klan, were pro-segregation. Don't forget, we don't know Garvey origins. Like it's not well documented. Who is this guy? Why is he having the same ideologies as white supremacists, this segregation stuff, and back to Africa? It was the white man who wanted us to go back to Africa. He knew that we go back to Africa, any reparation claim is done. So so the white man gonna squeeze us for 100 years and more of our wealth and free labor, or pay us little to nothing, and then kick us out the country and say, "All right, now you left. Claim dismissed." So, and Garvey came at the right time. He came at the right time where this country started to thrive, and they felt like they no longer needed FBA's Adolf's labor like that, because they was being industrialized and people were coming to the industrial, way of life. So they're just kind of moving away from like hard, labor, peonage and things like that. And here comes Garvey. All right, Negroes, let's go back to Africa. And that's why I look at Garvey funny. And most FBAs and ADOs look at Garvey funny, but we don't got to look at him funny. It's documented. He's a fraudster. He was selling stock that was useless to FBAs and ADOs, taking our money from us, squeezing us dry, saying we have stock in the company, but none of us ever was able to sell stocks and liquidate and get money. All the money went to him. He bought all the ships. The ships sunk, messed up. He lost all the money. So where was our gain? Garvey gain was he got to buy ships. He got to have his big worldwide name. What about his investors? Where was their win? The goal never got accomplished. The ships sunk, and the leader got deported, and all their money was gone. And now they got a leader that's a scammer, right, and a liar. And he went against the civil rights movement, which was a civil rights activist, which was to get equality here. We were not running. We didn't help build this country to run and flee to Africa. And by the way, did y'all know Liberia's president had told America and Garvey supporters, stop coming over here. You're not wanted. Stay in America. So he didn't even like work out a deal with the president of Liberia to say it's cool to come over there. So he was going to tether us over there and have us looking like, illegals over there, being deported by, Liberian ICE. No. And why didn't he instead save Jamaicans? Why did he bring them to Africa? Why did he skip his people and come get us to bring us to Africa? And that's why some people say it's alleged, but some people say informant. Yeah, but
Garvey
the
was
Klan,
African.
but the Klan is known as white.
that's the white society trash. Like they're the dumbest amongst white society. They have less resources. They have no political pull. Like they are the most barbaric. So why would you not go with the intellectual to get something done? Why would you go with the worst people who have no political pull, no strength, no nothing? They're actually the garbage can of white society. Why would you go there to get something done?
In the 1920s, the Ku Klux Klan was the biggest white organization in America. Go and research the Ku Klux Klan.
No.
It had
I
more
don't
than
need
3
to.
million members.
Okay, cool.
No, you said they had no power.
Yeah,
You
they don't
said
have no.
you just
They
said they had no
okay.
power.
I
And
did
that's
say
in
that.
an
I did say that.
organization with
Okay, so
3
let me
million
help you out.
people that
So let me tell
had
you why
no
I said
power.
that. Okay, so let me tell you why I said that. In Monroe, North Carolina, the Klan was 7,500 deep out of a people who were only 12,000 strong. So that means the entire city was 12,000 strong. 7,500 of them was the Klan. Now, when I say they don't have no power, 7,500 Klans member couldn't defeat Robert F. Williams and 59 other armed black men. They chased the Klan out. And matter of fact, the city had passed an ordinance to never let the Klan back in without police approval. So Stupid, they had no power. They were kicked out their own city from 60 armed FBA men.
Okay. You said the Klan didn't have no power.
No
But
power and no pull.
the great black migration that occurred was primarily due to Klan activities, the lynching activities. They lynched black people out of the South.
Okay, you kind of like missing what I'm saying. What I'm saying
No,
is,
but you're
okay.
saying that the Klan had no power.
No, okay, no, look, deeper than that. What I'm saying is, if you meet with a group, you hope to accomplish something afterwards. I'm saying when he met with the Klan was not able to ever accomplish anything politically like what Garvey wanted. The Klan had no power. White society looked at them as clowns. They were the degenerates of white society. They were hoods. Okay, dude, they were hoods to hide their look. They were so much buffoons. Well, okay, I got you. Well, first of all, I never got. Okay, so what happened? He met with them, and what happened? Did something get done?
Nothing got done, but people meeting people all the while. Nothing got done.
Exactly, that's
people
my point.
People all the while.
Okay,
people,
so no. FBA is gonna meet with the Klan. Okay, so watch this. The time he met with the Klan, did he know that FBA is gonna rock with the Klan, or did he not know that?
Who's
Hello?
FBA? In 1920s, who's FBA?
Okay, Foundational Black Americans.
No. Garvey had a movement that was over 1 million strong in 1920s. He had his movement who was rocking with him. Did the movement continue to rock with Garvey after he met with the Klan? The answer is yes. So he was about his movement.
Yeah, yes, no. The answer yes to what? What was the question? What you mean yes? Yes to what?
The question is that his movement with his more than 1 million strong members continued to rock with him.
No, I was asking about what got done. So, for example, let me help you out. So, Philip A. Randolph and W. Du Bois, they were civil rights activists. That means that they were fighting for equality in America. Matter of fact, every FBA person in the country was fighting for equality. Not one person, well, maybe one. Wait, hold on. Just let me finish. The bulk, because I'm gonna say I'm not gonna be absolute, but the bulk of FBAs, high percentage of FBAs where
we do not know that. That's an assumption.
Okay, cool. I got you. But I know one thing we're not doing. We were not looking towards Africa as a safe haven. Okay, so when Garvey came over at Stupees, why didn't Garvey
first? That's not true either. That's not true either.
Cool.
Okay, during that time.
So no, we're gonna tackle that in 1 second. Just hold on. No, yeah, because the American that was the American government. Okay, watch this. Listen, bro. That was the American government idea. That was not our idea. But now watch this. Why did Garvey come to America to link up with Africa? Why did he link up the Jamaicans with Africa first?
No, as I said, you're jumping all over the place.
No, I'm on task. I'm on task.
You're not on task.
Why didn't? Okay.
We don't come to. All right, let's go back to the beginning.
No. Let's go because I have a few questions for you, and then you can rock out for 5 minutes. Hold on, because what I do is I talk about Garvey. And I talk about how irrelevant he was, and he was a fleer. He fled Jamaica. Stupid. Let me ask you this: when Marcus Garvey came over here to America, right? So the first question was this. The first question was, why did he try to link us to Africa? Why did he try to link Jamaicans to Africa? That's the first question.
Garvey always linked black people who were descendants of the slave ship to Africans. Even when he was in Jamaica before his popularity exploded, he has always linked black people who are descendants of the slave ship to Africa. So it is nothing new.
My question was this. So please, that's not my question. My question was, hey, bro, you gotta address my question. My question is, why did he first link Jamaicans to Africa to show a proof of concept and then come over here and say, hey, look what I did over there. Hey, I'm gonna do the same thing with you guys. I'm gonna link you guys to Africa. So why did he first link? Yeah.
I just answered the question and you're not listening to me. I said that Garvey did not gain popularity in Jamaica, but his teachings was always his teaching. From he was in Jamaica on King Street, teaching the same thing.
Okay, so basically, okay,
but he was not as popular.
Okay, so now watch this. So now he came up to America to help solve the black issue over here, right? With white people, right?
He came to America because he was invited.
No. Look. I'm saying the overall movement. Look, no. Listen to the question. See, look, you're not speaking to the question. I'm getting past that. I'm saying the UNIA. I'm talking about the UNIA, a million followers. I'm saying, wasn't his mission to resolve the black issue amongst us and white folks, white supremacy, right?
No, that was not his teachings. That was not Garvey's teachings.
So why did he want to? So why did he want to go to Africa with a couple of FBAs?
Garvey teaching was Garvey wanted to take every black person in the
but he's right, but no, we're focused on where he's at though. He couldn't do it. You just said in Jamaica he couldn't do it. So now we're focusing on America. Look, dude, I'm saying
I did not say that. You're not listening to me.
Look, okay, listen. You're not listening to me. Listen. No, I'm getting past that. See, look, this dude just wants to argue. He's not listening because he don't have answers. I'm speaking about his mission with FBAs. Didn't he want to save us and bring us to Africa? He wanted to save us from white supremacy and bring us to Africa. Is that wrong or right? Unmute yourself. Is that wrong or right?
That's wrong. You're wrong.
Okay, so why did he? Okay. So why did he want to bring? Okay, so it's a simple. He making this shit too long. So why did he want to bring FBAs to Africa? Tell us why he wanted to bring FBAs to Africa.
In 1930, there was no concept of FBAs.
Dude,
you know that.
Why? Okay. Here's guy. Dude, why did he want to bring FBAs to Africa? Just answer that question.
Did FBA exist in 1920?
Yes, we're here now. We always been here.
Did the concept of what you call FBA exist in the 1920s?
Okay, so now this is where he becomes a tether. Why would we accept what white people call us? Like this is some okay. So let me mute him. Why would we accept what white people? Let me mute this guy.
Why would me a tether? You're sucking Tariq Nasheed dick. You're sucking Tariq.
Okay. So now you see this tether. We want to call ourselves something great, but he wants us to call ourselves what the white man call. He wants us to say colored and Negroes. Here's guy, and why he bring up Tariq Nasheed? We're not talking about Tariq Nasheed. Why is Tariq Nasheed name even mentioned? It's you and I. It's two people myself. He can't hang with the conversation. I'm asking him a simple question. He's in the waiting room. I didn't kick him. I'm about to invite him back on. And I only called you Tether because you are undermining the conversation. You're trying to make us call ourselves something the white man called us, and I'm calling ourselves something great like FBA. Why we can't self-identify? See, that's some white tether shit right there. That's some white supremacist tether shit. Where we got to call ourselves Negroes and colored and slaves. I don't want to do that. I want to call ourselves something we agreed to today. FBAs. Guess what? Ethiopian. Hey, chat, check this out. How disrespectful it is. How disrespectful would it be if I tell an Eritrean, hey, there were no Eritreans at that time.
it was only Ethiopians. How disrespectful would that be? If I'm telling Eritreans they can't call themselves Eritreans because we're talking about a time when no Eritreans were around, wouldn't that be disrespectful? So you respect them by calling them what they want to be called today, and they're saying, looking back, you say Eritreans. Okay, so back to you. Why did
No,
Marcus
fuck
Garvey?
you. Fuck you. Why you calling me a Tether?
Okay,
Okay,
so he,
okay,
okay, all right. So he's out of here. He didn't want to talk. Now he couldn't answer the question. Why did Garvey want to bring us back to America? Okay, so he kind of understood no matter where we were going. I knew more than him in pretty much any direction, and and this challenge is up for any Jamaican that want to talk about Garvey. I say I know more Garvey than most Jamaicans. I don't think I know Garvey more than me. Okay, because when I asked the question with two P's, you can't answer none of them. It's like, yo, you never thought about that? You never thought about like what did he come here legally or illegally? Because if he came here legally, he should be documented like everybody else. Why is his past is uncertain? Well, we don't know where he Google like, well, we don't know how he got here. Uh, illegals came back then too, right? Illegals always came to this country. So like there was never a time where our borders was just shut off to illegals. They always came over here. Okay, but whether he was illegal or legal, that's not my major point. My major point was, did you even want to question that? Like, hey, was he illegal or illegal? Because you would think that he came here some way. And look, if he didn't come on Ellis Island, that means that he paid for his own ticket. I mean, now we gotta know how with ship, because ships that costs a lot of money. There was a lot of money to be made in immigration. Americans charged a hefty dime to come over here. So we want to know, had he come over there by way of what? Then we could get more background based upon the ship he traveled on, or the boat, or the banana boat, whatever. It tells us a lot about him. But this guy is a mystery, and somehow people love mystery heroes. Again, he's trying to get us to go to Africa when all of our major serious civil rights activists were trying to get us to stay here and get integrate with the resources and education and get equality with the resources and education, right? And be compensated of being locked out of the wealth gap, be locked out of wealth, creating the wealth gap for over 100 years. My next slide, I'm going to easily demonstrate that. Okay, so I will be, you see it on the screen, FBA defensive unit. I'll be going live there. It's gonna be kind of dope. I'll be talking about the housing discrimination, the Freedmen's Bank, how that thing got, pretty much bankrupt. Uh, Abraham Lincoln, 40 Years of the Mule. A lot of stuff, I guarantee a lot of stuff I'm going to explain tonight. You guys heard about it, but you didn't know to what degree. You didn't know how deep it was. I guarantee you. Because when I read it, I was like, wow, I didn't know that. Like Abraham Lincoln might have been, no, not might have. As far as blacks are concerned, FBA's and ADOS, Abraham Lincoln, and by the way, freed people is a real word. So, Brother Reggie, you owe some explanation because you lied. Okay, so when the enslaved were freed, they were consistently called free people, free people, free people, because they had no real name. Free people. So if you say, hey, there was no FBA ADOS, well, guess what? Fools, tethers, we use freedmen, free people as interchangeable with ADOS and FBA. You can even say emancipated persons, all that. As long as it's talking about us exclusively, it's all friendly language to me. It's all friendly language to me. I ain't mad at you, Tupac. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna try to go in. It might be a long one. I hope it's not, but I'm gonna try to go in. I'm gonna see. Let me see if DJ Focus can join me on this one. All right. Anyway, man, appreciate y'all. Did a recap. I was not going to do a recap. I'm just going to play it, you know, what's going to be played. Okay, so social to review is mostly one of these tethers. Social to review. How about this? How about you? Hey, how about you tap in? FBA defensive unit. Come over there. I'll send you the phone number. Okay. You call in and show me where I was wrong at. That's all. See, I'm a guy who's not trying to win like you tethers and white supremacists. I just want to be right. So you can say, hey, this stat you were wrong about. This stat you were wrong about. And guess what, Donnie? I'm okay with that. Because I'm right about FBA. I'm right about reparations. I'm right about justice or else. So these little small arguments, these little small stats I might have misquoted, read incorrectly. Who cares? Because the overall message we kicking is reparations, cut the check, stay on code, FBA ADOS, free people, free men. That's it. We're not African American. We're not Black American alone. We're foundational Black American, but Black American by itself, that's not us. That's tethers that come over here. Y'all, well, I got pictures of applications where it shows only those five, like five options, not Latino, white, Asian, and Black American. So I'm like, well, which one of these is a tether checking off? Because I know he ain't checking off Asian, Hispanic, Caucasian, Asian. So most likely they're clicking off Black African American. So if that's you and you're Jamaican, you're Nigerian, then how is that me? That means we're all in this together, and that's a lie. No, 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 no. So social to review. Bring your hiney, pause, straightening to the channel FB Defensive Unit. Probably going live. I'm gonna try to get DJ Focus over. So yes, I'll probably play like a small clip of Professor Truth, a 20-minute clip he did. And that's only to I can get, you know, people in. Because when I talk, I don't want you to miss one word. So if you want to know why I play videos in the beginning, it's to get everybody here. And then once I do, you see the show starts. I don't want to start talking, and then all of a sudden people come in and like social to review and start asking questions because they're lost. So I'll play a 20-minute video. I'm probably gonna play some academics, you dig, and then the show gonna start. You dig? So we out here, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace. Where's the end button at? And of course,